So are we online or not yet? Let's see, let's wait a little bit. Okay, it is live. Hello everyone. Hello, this is Alex Koloskov from Photigy.com, your source for product photography education. And Happy New Year, happy holidays. I hope you had a great time during this holiday season. It was lots of work here. I enjoyed it. We didn't go anywhere, but this is the time of the year when we work a lot. So, how's everything? Hello. So I monitor, as usually, I monitor chat on YouTube, and if you watching me, that means that you have a chat somewhere on your screen. Usually it's a right corner. Awesome. We are going to do Friday talks again. It was about 3 or 4 weeks vacation, I would say, from doing this, and we're going to change a little bit. Going to change the format, the way that we do it. Yes. Hey, Steve. Hey, Elias, Dimo, Andrew, Maya, Ori, Charles. Whoa, Mohammed. Nice. So let me tell you what's going to be changed and why. I see that most of you enjoyed shooting stuff, but it was comments like, "Hey Alex, it's too long. You can show this whatever I was showing in 5-10 minutes." And while I still understand that, hey, this is a little bit different. It's a live stream, and it's not like short video when you kind of clip out and cut all the things. However, I want to make this talk more about like a dialogue. Basically, it will be a critic. We'll call it Friday Photo Critic at Photigy Live, where I'll be talking about your images, trying to help you without being with you in the studio, but remotely point on things that probably can be improved. We'll have a special URL, special thread on the forum on Photigy where everyone can submit image and get a chance. It depends how many images we'll get. No, basically, I'll be reviewing them from that forum every Friday. And tutorials, what I'm going to do with tutorials, with those demo shots, with live presentations. I want to do it more shorter videos, 5-10 minutes, sort of tips and, let me show you boom, and post on YouTube channel, but it will be offline videos. So those of our subscribers who are looking for, fast tips and tricks, will be happy. And those of you who want to talk to me, who want to hear my opinion about your work, we'll do it on a Friday, okay? Linda from North Dakota, hello. Happy New Year, Linda. So this is how it is. And before I start, first of all, there is a URL. Let me show you, to submit images. It's a shortened URL, photigy.com/critique. It's just a brand new forum, nothing there, but this is open forum. The only thing that you need to do is to register on Photigy, just create free account, so you can submit your images. And the requirement for this is to post your lighting setup. In order to get a critic, you need to post the lighting setup. Okay? Hello from Moscow. Hello, Yaroslav. It's cold, probably cold over there. And it's cold. It's -1 Celsius this morning. It was crazy cold in California. So this is the URL. You read it, right? You will redirect it to correct forum where to submit your images for next Friday talk. And we're going to start again this tradition of 25% off for all the courses for 24 hours on this Friday. And it will be this code 0106 January 6th, that can be applied to any course on Photigy, and you will receive instant 25% off on whatever you have in your shopping cart. Okay, so it's ready. You can start using it right now, and it will be gone in 24 hours. Okay, I think this is it. Not cold enough for you to start swimming. I swim not every morning, maybe like once or 2 times per week, but they hit the pool. It's a problem here in California. All the outdoor pools are heated. So I'm in trouble, basically. I can get a cold enough pool, but yeah, I still swim sometimes. Like I said, not very often. I don't know, guys, did you see or not? It was a video when we were living in Georgia. I had this little outdoor pool, very little inflated pool, filled with lots of salt. It was like 50 pounds salt on 1,000 gallons of water, very, very salty pool. And it was staying not frozen when it was freezing temperature, but when it was dropped below minus 18 Celsius, we got the ice on top. So that morning I grabbed my camera and crashed that ice and dive into that pool because I was doing it every morning. It was cool. It was somewhere on YouTube. Anyway, let's do this. So again, no, not this yet. No, this one. This is where you submit your critic. Don't forget to subscribe to Photigy channel. Again, more, well, Friday talks, that's must, and tutorials, and will be posted just on a regular basis, short tutorials. And now I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to open some of the forums that we have on Photigy and talk about things that I can talk, that we already have submissions, as well as I'm going to open Facebook and Facebook Photigy group, and we'll talk about things that posted there. Okay? And we're going to do like this. And the first critique will be for Shady. It's a very interesting submission. We have not only the final shot, as you can see here, but we also have a video from the photographer. I don't understand what he's talking about, Shady, but I'm sure this is cool stuff, and thank you for doing this for the community. The English subtitles will be cool, but anyway, it's already very cool. And the result, let's see the result, okay? So this is a MacBook, no, not Mac, just my book, MacBook. My book hard drive, external hard drive. And actually, I didn't really recognize it. I had the same my book drive, external drive, a few years past. I didn't recognize this one because the way that, Shady, you shoot it, it's actually a little bit unusual because for me, it looks like a cylinder. I said like a perfume or something, with some strange, side black plate or whatever. So it's like, what? And then I see, oh, it's Western Digital, my book. So what I'm talking to you, and actually it's placed on the CDs, pretty cool thing. Of course, CD is not really working well for us. It's too small storage, and my book is the idea behind the shot may be cool, but the way that you did this, my book, I think you missed. I think you missed this. And let's grab this and talk about it. So, what I'm talking about, I think you missed to draw something with your light on the side of this box. It's completely black. And like I said, I had to remember the actual look of this device to recognize it. And it's not good. We need to see the whole thing. So what I really suggest you, since you have nice gradient on that how we call it, on that, back side over here, right? You have nice, very nice thing. You need to do some gradient on the back plate. And actually, it's a big part of the composition, right? It's like, 40 or 30% of the composition. And what I suggest you is to have a gradient, since you already have it here, on this side. So create a gradient with bright, let's put it here. This is bright side, and this will be a dark side. Where is it? Dark side of your surface of this MacBook. Because you already have some gradient on the left, right? Then it will be, here it will be dark area, and then it will be brighter area with nice gradient on this side. If it's, I think it's quite glossy, right? Because I see some reflections on it. So it's a glossy side. Definitely need to have some reflection on it, because when it's just a dark side, again, it's hard to see that it's glossy. Yeah, I see some little bit of the reflection on the bottom, but it's not enough. We need to see that it's glossy. What question to you guys who's watching right now? How we make glossy, flat glossy surface to look glossy, not matte? Because, by the way, this is a little bit mattish surface, at least by the look, by the way that I perceive it. How we make sure that this black side, when it's highlighted with some reflection, will be looking glossy. How? Tell me. And we'll see how much delay we'll have. Silver umbrella. Steve, I see you coming from probably people photography, right? So first thing, no umbrella here. No way. No. Umbrella is a great thing for people, but in product photography, in still life, no. Awesome. Thomas and Mohammed. Thomas saying sharp cut off line. This is bingo, sharp cut off line, exactly. And how to make it sharp cut off line? Yes, it can be a LED softbox H touch the diffuser. Mohammed saying exactly. So what you do? Where is my? Let's grab some diffuser 1 second. So what I have here, I have a diffuser from do-it-yourself course that it was released in December, I think. I can give you a link. This is completely do-it-yourself diffuser from foam core board. So what you do to have sharp cut off line, to create glossy reflection, with your light, probably some strip box, you touch with the box, you touch the diffuser, let light come this way, and it will be brighter area, and then it will go to darker, and with sharp cut-off line. And when you have such reflection, it can be actually corner reflection, or it can be have this sharp cut-off line. It will tell you, and not only you, all the viewers, that this will be a glossy surface, because only glossy surface can give us sharp reflections. Matte will never give you any sharp reflection, right? Because it's matte, it will diffuse it, and you will never see sharp, okay? Steve, yeah, I see. Hard cut off gradient, Daniel. Yes, exactly. So, now, this is where you submit your images for critic, okay? This is, since I touched it, this is discount code for 24 hours to get the courses. And this is actually our talk. Discount code is 0106. And by the way, this is the course where I'm talking about all this stuff. And, well, it's a little bit different, but about the diffuser. Do-it-yourself guide to product photography. were extremely easy and extremely for starters, because I'm using the table instead of special stuff to hold my items. I use cardboards instead of diffusers or things. I use speed lights. So if you like, you can guys check out this course. It's a beautiful course and it's big sale, still big sale on it. Okay, so we talked about this, right? We talked about this. Otherwise, the rest is pretty cool, okay? I'm not a big fan of red background, but it's just my personal thing, and there is nothing wrong with it. It looks good, you have nice background, steady, it's beautiful. The only thing that this side that I marked needs to have some gradient, okay? So, we talked about this. This is, I think this is it, yeah, the rest looks good. The rest looks good. Except, well, if it's really whole thing is glossy, I would probably play a little bit with these reflections that we already see on the left. I would make them somewhere maybe with sharp cutoff line, because the larger gradient that we see, the gradient has like, it's mattish sort of gradient. But anyway, it still looks good, relatively good, okay? So thank you, and let's move forward. Interesting question was asked by Michael. He's saying that he's going to shoot valve transparent cylinders with white dome lids. It's a commercial job, and he can't post the actual product yet, and he's kind of guessing what kind of lighting setup for this. And he actually posted like his guessing setup. What we see is a sort of a shooting table surrounded by it's a two of boxes from the camera side, and it's black screens, black reflectors on the sides. Talking about this, right? Black reflector, and this is softbox. So, Michael, it may work for you, but if you shoot in glass, right, something transparent on a white background, you have several options. And what you do right, you guessed right, to have somewhere the black reflectors, basically black space to be reflected on the glass. However, it depends of, well, I see your studio maybe not that large, maybe it's okay to have black screens. Sometimes if you have enough room, you just put nothing, basically it will be an empty space which will have a dark reflection on your glass, since there is no light coming from it. So it just, something instead of getting black paper close to your subject, it will be lots of spills on the black anyway. You may just either move them a little bit apart or just completely remove. If it will be no spills on your walls, of your studio, it will be the same effect. But talking about the lighting, ideally, you need to separate your glass and a background, okay? This is very important for you to understand, and for anyone who's shooting glass on the white. White should be as white as possible, ideally in camera white. Let me show you one thing. This is the image. This is out of the camera. It's just a JPEG conversion using Capture One, the tethered software that I'm using in the studio. Of a glass, you see it's glass, but some glass jar on a white background. And like I said, no Photoshop, no adjustment. I shoot it and I convert it to JPEG and post it. This is from the do-it-yourself course. And how I get it this way, it's in a course, but I can tell you that I separated the background and the subject. Subject was, let's say, here, background was here. It was separate light for the background to make it white. The light that didn't spill anything directly to the subject. It was, of course, reflection and refraction from the background, but not directly to the subject. And I had some light for the subject. And I had some black areas to be reflected and refracted on the subject. This way it will work. Another example, this is white again. White dome, it's actually a protective dome for the broncolor lights. It's just white matte frosted glass. And you see it's on completely white background. Again, it's sort of floating. But no, it's a camera raw, it's JPEG, but there is no Photoshop, no clipping, nothing. Okay? I did it exactly the same way. And like I said, I suggest you to take that course if you kind of thinking how to make it, because all that course is made, I shoot it, with 2 speed lights, $60 speed lights, with that sort of light modifiers. And the whole actually budget for my lighting equipment and all that stuff was less than $200. Only camera and lens was way more expensive. So it's apart. The rest, $200. If no lights, if nothing you have, you buy 2 lights, 2 speed lights for $60, you buy cardboards, you buy Savage plastic, and do what I show you, and you can actually get it. So you can get that type of shots. But idea, I tell you, right? I just told you. No questions on this? Okay, cool. Let's move forward then. Again, if you looking to get that course with good discount, 0106 for 24 hours. Okay. What I have here? We have from Mohammed. By the way, oh, here it is. My friend, you are online watching us. Beautiful. So this is your shot. The glass, simple glass, on nice background, and a few questions, right? By the way, I have one question for you. Why you have such huge area on top? I don't know, vertical shot. It's cool, but a little bit unusual. Okay, anyway, it's cool. Just question. So you're asking that I used semi-transparent paper for the background, but it didn't like it quality because of the wrinkles. Do you recommend specific paper types? Mohammed, yes. We try not to use just regular paper. I mean, the made from wood, just regular paper as the backgrounds, especially on shots like this, when you place in your subject, which is actually glass subject, directly on that paper. Why? Or, well, maybe it's not directly, but exactly the reason why we don't like it, because first, it may be wrinkles. Even without wrinkles, you may see the texture of it. And in many cases, you don't want to see texture. You've seen those images. Well, sometimes it's beautiful gradient. Exactly. You have a very nice gradient on the background. But without a texture, in my opinion, it would look better. It would look better because you have glass. Glass, it's a transparent. It's such nice subject that we don't need to have texture behind it. It will be like complementary if it will be seamless, nice background. So what you use? Well, the same material, Savage plastic. Basically, it's like a paper by thickness, maybe even thinner, but it's a plastic, and there's no seams on it, and it makes a beautiful, beautiful backgrounds if you kind of lay it down the way that. Like a shooting table. And then you can highlight it with some colored light, use just gel, and make it colored actually. So try to find some sort of plastic, something that is not paper, something that is not, wouldn't have wrinkles if it's stored just in humid, storage, and it just gets wrinkled, it's soaked humidity from the air, and it doesn't look nice. Okay, this is the question. Oh, hi Piotr. negative space. I see, it's about that thing. Yeah, it's a sort of cool thing. I personally think it's just too much, but again, that's me. So, another question, used only one softbox and I was expecting one reflection on the left side of the glass, but as you can see, there are reflections on both sides of the glass. Is this due to glass shape or glass type, or is there any other explanation? Well, it's because of the nature of the glass. What you are getting when you have just one light, let's say one strip box on a side. By the way, you didn't submit your lighting setup, you have to submit lighting setup next time. Let's say on the left, let's grab it. Let's grab it and talk with red pencil. So, let's say on this side, you have a light, and you have a reflection from that light, external reflection from your glass, right? However, light doesn't stop there. It goes through the glass, and then you see on the other side, you see internal reflection of the same light, but on other side, from internal of your glass, right? That's what you see, and it will be always like this. And it's tricky because of this. And, well, it's okay like this. We have a course, actually, I don't know, did you see or not? There is a course where I'm shooting lots of glass with different, types of things. By the way, guys, we added guide for photography courses. It's a video. You just click, and I'm talking about all the courses that we have. If you're new to this, to Photigy, it's useful for you. So the course is this. And we have some glass there. Some glasses like this. You see it shot differently without the sort of double reflection, but it was 2 strip boxes actually on this. And what I can tell you that you can use 2 light sources, and then you can find where the reflection on both sides, because you'll have 4 reflections actually, will be overlapping each other, so it will be 2 eventually instead of 4. That's one thing. And another thing, you're saying that you don't want to use diffuser in front of your softbox to make it look, how you said? I didn't use diffuser with the softbox because I like the sharp reflection. From styling and commercial perspective, is it good or bad to have such reflection? So, yes and no. Sharp reflection is beautiful. It's exactly what you need to show that this is glass, not matte glass, but glossy, transparent glass. You need to have sharp reflection. But you remember about what we talked on the previous critique. You can have one side of your reflection to be sharp and bright, and then a gradient. Why you need a gradient on the reflection like this? With the gradient, you will show the shape. Because photography, it's 2D, it's flat by the media. And we need to show on the flat media, on the screen, 3D subject. It's 3D stuff. How we do it? We use light and gradient to show that this is actually curved, that this is like a cylinder. So with one sharp cutoff line, let's say on the left, here, you have sharp cutoff line. And then you will have nice gradient, let's say coming this way, not touching, actually disappearing to somewhere in the middle of the glass. It will show that the glass is curved, the surface itself. You remember how we draw any sphere with the pencil. First you draw a circle on the paper, and then you start creating a gradient. One side will be darker, one side is brighter, and then if it's like a sphere, you will have rounded, and still by using the gradient, you show the, like, hey, there is a sphere, it's not the circle. Same thing here. And this will look beautiful if you would use if you would use diffuser and touch with the strip box one side and then gradient on another side. You can try, use the same lighting setup, but try to use a diffuser and touch it with your light, but on a sharp angle, like 20-degree angle. See what will happen. Okay, cool. Trivia questions. Hi, Spokane. Okay, so we talked about this, right? Are we good? Yeah, we're good. I'm talking actually, this is, by the way, this is what we do at Pro Club. And this is what will happen very soon in Pro Club. On Monday, you should have a new lesson with some cool stuff. It's right in the work. When you have tutorial, you do your work, you submit your images, and I critique like this images. So check Pro Club if you're interested into getting some more serious photography. So, yep, thank you, Mohamed. Let's talk about this one. This is where you submit, by the way, for newcomers. This is the URL where you submit your images for critique for next Friday. Okay, we'll be doing critique every Friday now. And if you want your image to be reviewed, this is the URL. It's free for anyone. It's Photigy forum. You go there, you just need to be registered, free account on Photigy, and submit your work. Where's the lighting setup? This is the requirement. I'm not going to review images without lighting setup. I hope you understand why, because I need to see you what to do with your lighting, not my lighting, with your particular lighting, how to move it and where to move it. Okay, it helps a lot. So, now, NG, this shot. There is no lighting setup. No, there is a little bit of lighting setup. Boom, boom, boom. Spotlight on the right and diffuser on the left. Okay. I would imagine that spotlight was used for the label, or I don't know where this spotlight is for. I mean, what the reason. But what I can tell you, Angie, it's cool. It's a good shot. Nice. We have some gradient, we have some sharp cutoff line. The label, though, look a little bit flat. The label. It's not completely flat because you have a little bit darker right side, but it's a little bit on the flat side. Maybe you can make it a little bit more darker on the side. Well, it's still white. Okay, probably okay. Now, well, it's probably monitor. Yeah, this way it looks flat, this way it looks nice. So somewhere in between, you know, the angle of viewing of the laptops, it's kind of changing a little bit, the shadowing thing. Yeah, the reflection, what I see here, I probably can tell you that the reflection look a little bit unnatural. That's not what I wanted. So what I'm talking about is this. It's a little bit floating. I may be wrong, but I think when you place it on real glass or glossy white plexiglass, it will be a little bit behind the bottle or a little bit, you know, top. Maybe, again, but I have sort of feeling about this. Okay, this looks nice. It's cool to have that reflection in the middle, not a problem. We have gradients, it's beautiful. This is why we see that the cap, that internal sprinkler actually, is chrome. maybe not metal, but at least it's completely glossy. Because we have black and we have almost white and we have sharp cut-off lines. This what tells us that this is glossy. This is the right way to show glossy material, glossy surface, okay? So it's good. And actually it's good. It's good. No, really, it's good. I don't think I can add much to this. Okay. Awesome. And actually it's Pro Club member. Yeah. You see the, the little PR on the user pic tells me that this is Pro Club, and I see why it's so cool image. Okay. Spokan saying that cap is cloned. One diffuser. Well, yeah, probably. Actually, it's good. Yeah, it looks perfectly the same. No, not exactly the same. It's actually different. So I'm not sure about cloning. No, it's different. Maybe the internal part of the cap is cloned. Maybe this one. Maybe. But the rest it looks good. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No, really. The end result is what matters. Okay, so let's jump to what? To Facebook group. And I'll talk a little bit and then question and answer. If you have questions, get ready and shoot. And I'll talk and we'll be done for today. Again, next Friday, I'll be reviewing your images submitted to this URL. Okay, this is forum on Photigy, open forum on Photigy. And today is 25% off for 24 hours, this code, okay, 0106. Code for 25% off on any course on Photigy. Will work only for 24 hours. Okay, so this cool shot, it's a light painting, 3-image composite. And then added some stars and all this. So Arun, I think it's pretty cool. And actually there is some great critic from Vadim, from one of our experts. But yeah, it's a good work. What's cool? We see that this is glossy metal. Black, bright, almost white, some brushed metal. It's pretty cool. Then how you got the focus stacking? I don't know how you did it. I don't know, but I mean, it's hard to get the whole thing in focus. And you did it. Like Vadim saying that composition is maybe not a little balanced, maybe, but let's talk about technical part of it. What is this? Oh, it's a reflection. Okay, I got it. It's a reflection from crown. Nice. Arun, I would try to add a little bit more, since we have the wristband here visible and the other part is almost non-visible. I would add a little bit more at the bottom. The internal, the view of the wristband, since it will be a little bit balanced. And yeah, maybe I would rotate it a little bit because it's almost like vertical. I would rotate it clockwise a little bit, okay? But really cool work for light painting. Very nice, very cool. What else? What else interesting here? Joshua, I think Joshua Geiger raised some interesting. By the way, this is cool. 1 second to show you. Where is it? From Johan. The final shot. Very nice. This way I like it. It was the previous one upside down. I think it didn't really play it well. Ori, congratulations. You get a print of your images. It's a beautiful feeling, right? When you see your work is printed and it's like physically working for your client, for you. It's cool. It's very cool. And what I'm talking about. Oh, by the way, guys, working on the polarizer course, jewelry with polarized light. It's supposed to be released on the 3rd week of January, so watch for announcements. Cool stuff. Roman, nice. Roman Sopron doing this GIF animations of the retouching. Very cool. So what I want to talk about, Joshua saying that, hey, there is an image which look similar to his image. Well, not similar, it's an idea, right? It's sort of is it, so the question basically, is it stolen idea or not? Because this is Joshua's work. Long time ago, I think we have even tutorial on Photigy, or we had some article about this. Beautiful shot, very cool one. And now, yeah, Joshua is saying that people doing the similar stuff. But this is my personal opinion about this. I think that ideas basically cannot be stolen. Ideas cost nothing. Only implementation can be stolen. And here implementation is quite different. Same idea though, but you see it's different gun, it's different colors, all the different, but the idea is the same. So I never consider when somebody's taking idea and doing something similar is to be like not appropriate. Because idea is something that you have on your head. You can tell it to your friend, or you can tell just, and we can have hundreds of ideas per second. It's nothing, everyone has it. But people who can make it, like Joshua did here, right? He implemented. So it's cool. Now, if somebody will do the same shot, same gun, or at least similar model, same angle, maybe some color, or maybe a little bit change, that will be probably like a stolen thing, I think. But if it's just the idea of this can be expressed in few words, right? It's a gun with a powder, cosmetic powder bursting from the barrel. This is the idea, right? If you just hear it without seeing anything, no images, I just would tell you, hey, there is an idea of shooting the gun with like powder, the cosmetic powder bursting from the barrel. You will probably do, one will do this, another one will do like Joshua did, and then Maya suggesting there is some other stuff with similar ideas. So, idea costs nothing. The implementation does. Since implementation wasn't stolen, I think it's okay. Okay? So what do you think, guys? I don't know. Tell me what, I mean, if I'm right or not. What about stealing ideas? I mean, is there the way to steal ideas? To steal idea, to stole idea, or not? I don't think so. Daniel saying that the watch shows 10:09, but the industry standard is 10:10 on this shot. Yeah, that's true. 10:10, but screw standards. No, really. Yeah, some interesting things were happening on the group lately. Some guy was taking pictures from portfolios from other photographers, did little modifications to them in Photoshop, and was saying that, hey, this is my picture, I just did such and such. So it was caught, and it was very strange guy. He probably didn't understand what he was doing, maybe, I don't know. Steve saying, I think there is only one original of everything. Yeah. Too long to speak about. Yeah. Copies. Yeah, true. What if the idea comes from a course? Mark is saying, well, idea comes from the course. I think it's completely okay. First of all, course is something that you either bought as a student and watching it, or you just seen the final image from the course. So it may be basically a final image in somebody's portfolio, either from the course or from commercial shot or from just self-assignment, right? It's okay to grab the idea and do something similar. You can actually even tell that, hey, the idea was from there for the shot. In many cases, this is what we do at Photigy for the educational, for the courses. I have the big list of Pinterest boards with all kind of beautiful shots. I go and find the shot that looks nice, interesting to do, complicated enough, and we do something similar. Yeah, we change subject, we change things, but I'm grabbing ideas from there, from somebody else's image, and I think it's completely fine. It's called inspiration. And even more, I think everything is already invented, you know, like, not in technical terms, but I heard that from some guy who's philolog, how it's in English, the guy who kind of knows all kind of books and read thousands and thousands books. He's saying that 80% of ideas and characters and like relationships and all these things in the books, they're coming from another books. Just changed by author, like lived through the author, you know, expressed by different way, but same ideas. So guys, it's all already invented. Everything is in a way cultural difference, yeah. What if someone has a great new idea but still no great photographer? How wasted it would be if it is open to public? Jean saying, well, yeah, I mean, you don't need to open it if you think, if you're afraid that somebody will do better and you're not ready to implement it on the level that you want, don't tell anyone. That's okay. It's like, you know, when you tell about the idea, you're releasing it. It's gone. It's not yours anymore. It's like, or just be quiet. But I think the cool thing about our life, about universe maybe, that ideas, if they grow in one head, most likely there are few more people in this world with the same ideas. There are tons of proofs of this, like even some, you know, scientific, very hard to guess type of ideas were popping out almost simultaneously on completely different people's heads, and they're working, and when they're releasing it was like somebody was first, but it appeared that, hey, for the same time, the other group was working on the same thing without any connection. So there is something between all of us. If you have an idea, better to implement it, or somebody will do it, even if you'll be quiet. This is how this world works, I think. As a designer, I always get ideas from many other designers and work. Everything has been done, exactly, Dan saying, Dan Bradley. Everything has been done, it's all about how you interpret it own way. Exactly, thank you, Dan. This is what I'm thinking. You can give a tip on social media, yeah. Hey, Michal, regards from Bucharest, nice. If you don't have a patent on the idea, it's fair game. Yeah, actually, all this patenting thing, it's cool thing to, in one side, it's cool thing to let inventors to live by inventing. So, I mean, they're getting money by if somebody using their ideas and by patenting them. But on other hand, what people doing, what I see everything, I mean, companies doing, they're using patenting system to just restrict, it's like patenting iPhone by the shape. I don't remember the original patent, but it was something crazy, like device with rounded corners and this LCD screen. Such a wide patent. I don't know, is it real or not, but there are actual patents that's stopping people to use the idea because it's just too expensive. And I mean, it's against humanity, basically. Some part of patenting system, it's against humanity. It's just not letting things to grow and naturally, you know, improve. Just somebody holding patent, and you need to wait whatever years when it expires to start using it. Crazy stuff. Anyway, yes, long debate, Andrew. Guys, if you have any questions, shoot it because we're almost done. Technical question, not technical question, anything. Let me repeat again, Photigy Photography School live stream. Every Friday we'll be reviewing your images if you submit them on this URL. Don't forget to subscribe so you join us next Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. And this week we have this 25% off code, especially for you, for viewers of this video, which is 0106 for any course on Photigy. And the course that is on sale, this is the course, Do-It-Yourself Guide, Starter's Guide to Product Photography. The course where I was using the lighting and gear for less than $200 budget, everything except camera and lens, and was getting these images. For example, this is, we just removed piece of the background which was here. This is the raw image, as is, from the camera. Less than $200 spent on light modifiers and light itself. All do-it-yourself thing, just a cardboard, and this is the image we got. And all these images are straight from the camera, on white and black, on whatever. This course is on a good sale. You can use the 0106 code to get even a better deal for it. Okay, so now let's talk about questions and answers we have. Dan saying, thank you, Dan. Really enjoy your videos. New here. Thanks for inspiration, motivating me to put focus back into photography. Walk again. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Dan. Have a good weekend too. Okay, question from Mohammed. Alex, in one of your courses you mentioned that speedlights have no fixed colors. Does this apply to oh man, my English. Speedlights like Canon and Nikon? Any speedlight, yes. I don't know the speedlight with the color, how we call it, color mode or fixed color mode or constant color mode. I don't know any light, any speedlight. It's just not built in because it's not necessary or whatever. Maybe there is some, but it will be probably really expensive one. But Nikon, Canon, all these non-expensive Chinese lights, they all change color temperature when you change the power of the light. Usually it's getting bluish, a little bit more bluish when you lower the power, and it will be a little bit yellowish if you raise the power. And this is the issue if you have few speed lights on your setup. If you shoot a product that is required to be the color reproduction should be done correctly. Most of the time this is the issue, right? I mean, this is the case when you need to have it done correctly. And you have different color temperatures on your lights, it will be very strange result. So yeah, all the speed lights. What you can do, you can use speed lights, all the lights on the same power level, and just use some screens, some additional diffusers, something that will control the light output without actually changing the brightness of your speed light. In this case, you can move by distance, there are different ways to change the amount of light that you're getting from the light, right? So it's okay to use just on the same power settings, and to work, no problem. Alex, when will new Pro Club assignment release? Monday. Monday should be everything finished. So this Monday, wait for the assignment. It's actually here. You see, it's already on works. Some cool stuff is going on. Don't want to show you before it's done. So yeah. And we'll have one more assignment coming too in January, because we have only one. We didn't have it in December. Alex, in one of your courses, you mentioned that speed lights. Okay, I kind of talked about this. Yaroslav talked about that. Steve, sure. One more question. What is your opinion about using strobe backlight behind the plexiglass for getting RGB 255 background instead of separate background with front light? Well, Steve, it's okay to use light behind the plexiglass, I mean your table. It's not a problem, but the problem is if you have, like I said, I have a course, I covered this on that catalog photography course, on this one. I actually have exactly showing this issue on one of the shots. Where is it? Well, there is no screenshot, but I was showing how to shoot things on the table, even with the backlight. The issue is when you have your subject on a table, let's say a table, you want to have white background, you place a light behind the table, it goes through the frosted plexiglass. It's beautiful, but it highlights edges of your subject. Okay, it highlights the edges because the light should be here, even in front of the subject sometimes. On the sides, for sure, it should be on the sides, it should be white, right? So you need to have lots of light, not only bright light here. And this will give you, it will kind of eat edges. It will be hard to get sharp, dark edges, especially if your subject either glass or white. This is why I'm saying you need to separate it. It's not about the issue of highlighting the table itself. It's about making sure the table won't spill too much light on your subject. If it's the case, if it's subject dark, it will work. Not a problem. You place some dark subject, you highlight the table from behind, it will work. But if subject will get brighter and brighter, all to the white or glass, no way. Okay? Okay. Nearfest. Linda asking, did I hear you will be offering certification course for some sort? Yes. We're working on, it will be a big course. It will be a certification program. We're looking now of what other schools offers, and we're going to kind of do our own offering for commercial product photographers. It will be either 12 or 18-month course. It will be actually like sort of sections, different sections, so you can take not the whole course, but part of it if you feel that, for example, you have already experience on the basic stuff. It will be. But anyway, it will be certification after that when you finish, because it will be course with all the assignment. Every lesson, after every lesson, it will be an assignment, and only after your assignment is approved by instructor, you can get the next lesson. So it will be strict stuff. We need to make sure, but by the end, when we give the real certificate, it will be like a Photigy certificate that you can work with any client and we can recommend you. Because we'll build in a marketplace where clients can inquire for the photographer, can search for a photographer, and certified photographers will be featured there. So we need to make sure that people knows the thing that they're gonna shoot. It will take time, maybe several months, but it will be the best course for commercial product photography. Okay, Steve is asking, proper course for RGB background is the Yes, Steve. Yes, the best course, especially for you, because you said you're a beginner, is that do-it-yourself photography course. Again, it's on sale, so you can get a really good price for it. It's very simple. It's speed lights and all this on completely white background out of the camera. Okay. Always easy, and actually on black, and you can use any background. I kind of built a pretty cool rig from cardboards that will work for anything. You don't need no shooting table, nothing. I was using this table to build the whole thing. Yeah, the only thing you need the camera with tripod. Okay. Okay, I think we are done. Subject is solid, non-transparent. It will work anyway. It will work for any subject. Alrighty. So, guys, again, this is where you submit your images for the next Friday critic. We're going to do a critic. This is your code for 24 hours, 25% off sale. And I'm going to see you next Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time at Friday Photo Critic at Photigy. Have a great weekend. Sometimes it's cold, somewhere it's hot. in any case, weekend is a great time to work on something that you probably cannot do during the weekend, something that you are passionate about. If it's photography, it's a beautiful way to improve your skills and to do something interesting. Because, well, the best motivation is your own interest, right? So stay motivated, pursue. I need to drink water. Okay, go follow your interest, let's put it this way. And stay with your friends and family and have a great weekend. And Happy New Year. And that's it. That was Alex Koloskov from Photigy.com. See you next Friday, 1 p.m. Bye. Nice. Yeah, goodbye. It's interesting, it didn't want to stop. So for some reason, it's not want to stop. We're going to talk for a few more hours. And where does he live? Who? Me? I'm living in California, in North California. And it was -1 Celsius this morning. So